That's pretty unlikely.
Mm.
It's extremely unlikely.
What is her deal? I don't know much about her either.
She's just been leader of the House, Speaker of the House.
Mm-hmm.
She's been it twice. She's basically been like the top Democrat when the Democrats aren't in power.
Mm-hmm.
Twice.
Okay.
And she's really old and she's really shitty. She sucks. Like,
Yeah.
She's as politicians go. She's
Yeah,
garbage.
okay.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
like they would consider her like really far left for American politics, but she's basically like a Justin Trudeau type smarmy politician.
Okay.
Who's like not all bad, but is clearly only in it for their own personal gain.
Right.
Their own ego type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I used to like Justin Trudeau. I'm a bit bitter about him.
Fair enough, man.
I voted for him in 2015.
Yeah.
And he's just full of lies.
Yeah.
So he's just a politician.
He strikes me as someone who might have actually had good intentions in the beginning, but wasn't aware of what he was getting himself into.
Yeah, there's that. I always think that too. Mm-hmm. Like Obama. I always thought that about Obama. He had really good intentions. He was probably a really cool guy. And then when you get into the job, you've got all these people. You think you're the top dog, right? You think you're the leader of the country, but then you've got like, well, actually, I'm the foreign intelligence officer for the FBI, and this is happening in this country, and the only way we can fix it is if you do this.
Yeah.
It's like, shit. Well, you got all these decisions to make, and I don't think there's never a good option and a bad option. There's you're always screwing someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether it's someone within your country or you're screwing another country, you know, like Canada sells military jeeps to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia uses those to kill people in Yemen. So it's really fucking shitty.
Yeah.
But the way that they spin that is, well, you know, there's a lot of people at the factory who put food on the table at the end of the night because of that military contract with you know, whoever the hell makes them.
Yeah.
Bombardier or whoever.
Right, yeah.
So there's always this like, well, okay, we could cancel that contract. Now you got 10,000 Canadians who are mad at you.
Right.
Those are voters. You can't do that. God. Why don't you just let the Yemenis die? Yeah. They're not voting for you. Yeah. Right?
Oh, like, my God.
That's what it comes down to for them.
That's the way it works in our system, man.
Yeah. So we need a better form of government,
definitely.
For one.
Yeah.
We probably need a global government.
Or self-governance.
Yeah. I don't know. I've got two ways. Like, I feel like we need a government of the world that makes sure. Because we have international law. I've done some courses on it in poli-sci where like you're legally obligated to do certain things between two countries, but in the end it's anarchy. Any country can do whatever they want. Canada could bomb the US tomorrow. Would it be smart? No. We could do it. There's no repercussions.
Yeah.
There's a criminal court where if you agree to go there, you can go there. The Hague.
Okay.
So, like, the U.S. isn't signed on to the criminal code. So, like, anytime an American citizen has been accused of a war crime, they don't believe in the war crime court, so they don't go. That's how easy it is, right?
I always found that odd that there's war crimes.
Yeah.
There's certain things you're not allowed to do when you kill each other.
Yeah.
We're going to agree to kill each other, but there's certain things we can't do to each other, like torture or whatever.
Yeah. You can't like pretend to be a different army. You can't wear a different army's uniform and then like come in and attack.
How does that not show people that it's all a big ruse?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, God.
Like
the fact that we have agreements, but we're fighting and killing each other. It's obviously more than just what they say. Like when you're kids, you know, you're sold that like, oh, we got to go over and kill these people because they're bad and we want peace and they're not having our peace.
Yeah,
you know,
the people we're killing aren't the people, right? It's like when we. So when we went to kill ISIS most recently, which is like ISIS still exists. ISIS didn't go away.
Right. If anything, they killed their leader or something, right?
Yeah. If anything, we've only made more people probably support ISIS by bombing towns that ISIS took over.
Yeah.
So like, all right, imagine if one day there's just black trucks out on the street and a bunch of guys from the Catholic Church who are like, this is Catholic Church territory now. And you've got to go to midnight mass every night, and you've got to do this, that, and the other thing. And you're like, well, okay, I'll do that. I don't want to die. And then the next day, some country like Mexico comes in and bombs this neighborhood because they don't. Well, Mexico wouldn't do it. Mexico's pretty Catholic. Bad example, but some country that hates Catholics comes in and bombs your neighborhood and kills your family.
To get rid of the black truck people.
Get rid of the black, but the black truck people drove away already. They're gone.
They got the hell out of there.
They knew that was coming. They got out of there. Now your family and all your neighbors are dead, and your houses are burning. Yeah. And then the black truck people came back and gave you food and shelter and all. So who are you? In the end of the day, you're probably going to start grasping your rosary beads. You're probably going to become a pretty devout Catholic.
Going to confession.
Probably going to really hate the country that bombed your neighborhood.
It makes sense. There's no mystery as to how ISIS was started.
That's all we've been doing for like decades. The same thing with like Yugoslavia and Kosovo.
Exactly.
Just bomb the shit out of it. Like, oh, who are we killing? Not the people who are actually the non-peaceful people. We're killing the innocent people.
Yeah.
It's pretty messed.
Yeah, indeed it is. Well, we got to change it, man.
Got to change it.
Yeah.
At the same time, I'm a realist, which is like, it's like a pessimist who wants to be an optimist.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Like,
you'd love for it to be better, but it just doesn't seem that way to you.
Yeah, and like I would peg you as an optimist in that like you see the positive in anything, and like you're like beyond whatever other argument, see the positive.
But I don't neglect the negative.
No, and it's so maybe there's a bit of realist in it, in that you understand that like some things it's like, how the hell do we change it?
Yeah.
When we don't got the money.
Yeah. Get rid of fucking money, man.
So it comes down to.
It's gotta go. Let's just make our governments and all governments priorities right away to put food on everyone's table, put heat in everyone's house, and give them clothes on their back. Yeah. And then watch how things will change, man.
Well, I think like what you're doing is really helpful in like convincing people to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because this is like money, religion, and politics are what you're told never talk about.
Exactly, yeah.
Because when people talk about it, they
find it they've been lied to.
This is shitty. Wait, this could be better.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you realize when two people who you would think, like, if you were to put me in a room with someone from Alabama who had a Make America Great Again hat.
Right.
On face value, you're probably going to say these two people are not going to get along because we're probably told to not talk about politics and religion and money. But if we did, and we really got into it and had a long conversation like we are, me and that person would find something to agree on.
You would find that you're both doing the same thing, just in different ways.
Yeah.
And that's looking out for yourself and the ones you love.
Yeah.
And you just are both fed
in
lies.
Different ways. Yeah.
You both have different ideas of the way things work.
Yeah.
And you both have been told that certain things cannot happen.
Yeah.
But that's not true. We can do anything we need to do.
Would probably agree on something not even like, well, we'd probably agree on something political about something that has to change.
Yeah, for sure.
To make things more fair.
Yeah, well, like just to take an example, Trump supporters, a lot of them support him because of his whole drain the swamp thing and how Washington is corrupt. Yeah, it is corrupt. And so is Trump. Yeah. They're both corrupt.
And it's like the average person doesn't really understand how. No, I can only imagine in America, their government is weird. Like it's got so many different departments and stuff. Like I could see how someone would just look at that and go, yeah, drain the swamp, when they don't really realize that he's making it worse.
Yeah.
You know, because they don't understand how it works, type of thing.
It's meant to be confounding. It's not meant to be understandable.
Especially the U.S. It's insane. They're like the way their courts and like the different levels of government. Canada's a bit more straightforward, ish. I guess.
That's why I'm one of the reasons why I'm optimistic, I suppose. But what gives me great optimism is a lot of the new Democratic candidates. Like we talked about this before, and I don't necessarily think they're going to win. I don't know what's going to happen. Just the fact that they're out there and telling people the truth about a lot of things, like Yang or Williamson or Bernie or I don't know much about Warren, but she seems to be generally on the right path. You know what I mean? They're all, and even Tulsi to some degree. Like I remember you telling me before that she's a real warmonger as well.
Yeah,
but I didn't get that impression from her when I listened to her.
No.
But I haven't listened to much. But she still, she still wants to. She seems to want to help the people in general. You know? And that's the vibe I got from Jagmeet as well.
Yeah,
like. Sure, he might not, like a lot of people's defense was that he's not a politician. I'm like, well, that's not a bad thing.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
But like he might not have the experience and he don't, a lot of his policies won't stand up to scrutiny. But I was like, okay, that's my chickpeas.
Oh, shit.
My chickpeas are done. But yeah, maybe his ideas won't stand up to scrutiny exactly. But what matters is not as whether or not his policies are right, is his intention. His intention seems forthright. He seems like he's actually trying to do better for people.
He's a straight talker too. He
Turn off that beep.
Yeah.
Hold that thought.
Cool.